So I have an idea, and this idea is stretching me and causing me to think differently about who I am, how I'm showing up in the world, and what I want to create and do. And what I realized about this exciting idea that I have is I get caught up in the 85 different moves and chess pieces that could possibly happen if I begin to go down this road. And when I worked in education for 20 years, that was the way you had to operate. You had to operate with such a level of precision and accuracy. And it makes sense because there's thousands of kids, thousands of parents. There are lots of people who need lots of structure and clarity around what to do, when to do it, how to do it, where to go, how to be, right? And it just, that structure is so important to manage and navigate the complexity of the sheer amount of human beings and spaces and places together, right? That makes sense. But when I got into the business space, I'm like, that is not how this works. People are virtual. People move and create and make choices when they are inspired and connected in with who they are and who they believe they can be by partnering with you. And in my first career, I had to convince people and show people and demonstrate to people why being innovative would work because they were already partnered with me. I was the boss. I had the authority, but I also had the vision and the hope for them to see greater versions of themselves. Because any project I ever did, whether it was kids or with adults, it was never about me. I knew that I could get the thing to happen, whatever X thing is, whatever project, whatever thing we were creating. It would get done. You're in a system that's set up to get things done at the end of the day. But I wanted to get it done in a way that manifested change and insights in the heart of every person that encountered whatever it was that we were building, whether it was a virtual career day, whether it was a redesign of a library, whatever it was. And I always knew that the insider secret was about the hearts of people. And so helping people see a version of themselves that they desire to be is really what it has been and is about. And so as I take steps on this build in public journey, this idea came to me and I started to cultivate this idea, and it has to do with community and community building. And so last night, as I was thinking about it, I started to go into like 85 different chess moves of my vision and how to make this happen. And then I have a really great friend named KP who I called this morning and I said, "Can you listen to me talk through this idea I have?" And she said, "Absolutely." And as I was sharing and talking, it all logically made sense. She could follow. It seemed like a potential win. But the thing about it starts with one conversation, one critical conversation that I have scheduled on Monday. And this conversation, I cannot anticipate the outcome of, but I can prepare for the conversation. And that's step one. And I've got some ideas of what steps 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 may be. But until I show up to that conversation, I won't even know if there's synergy. I've been using that word a lot too, synergy, right? My energy plus your energy. Do they match? Is it a good use of our time and energy to come together and design and build something? Because my mentor, John Maxwell, told me there's 3 prices that people pay in business. They pay with their time, they pay with their energy or capacity, and they pay with their money. And by the time you've talked about the first 2, the third one is easy. And I'm like, "Yes, yes, that I see that now. I get that." So in this conversation that I'm gonna have on Monday, I'm really looking forward to sharing what I've noticed in this community over the past 8 weeks, what I believe is possible, but I'm also interested in hearing about what the hope is and what they want more of in this community. And if I can be a accelerant or an activator to that with the idea I have, which I think is pretty good. But if they're not ready for it, here's what I've also learned. If they're not ready for it, or if it's not in alignment and I try to force something, it's no good. It's no go and it's not good for anybody. And then all it becomes is hard work that is grueling and not energy filled and energy fueled. And I'm not interested in doing that kind of work. So as I head into the weekend, I thank you for listening. I thank you for being on this soul growth inner work journey with me as I learn every day how to be more aligned with who I am so I can be better for everyone else. Thank you.